this 24 area is the area that we have marked as support. Last time initiative buying came in, passive buying turned initiative. We might have missed this trade. I'll have to wait for a retest now. Just went back to the desk here. So we'll pause video and see what this price action does on a retest back down to the 24s. Okay, here's a retest coming back down toward the 24 area. So we're going to see here what happens at this area. Well, that just went off the screen, but it's the 2450, 2475 area. As soon as we got down to 25, it bounced right back up to 26. We're in the K period now. Bounce down to 24, 25 is stalled. Well, it's been about 6 minutes since the initial push there to the 24s, where we saw passive buying bring us up to the 28s. And we're unable to get into the 24s on this little rotation down, but we're going to be a little more patient. Here we're in the 25s now. Alright, we're going to take the 25 as long, 225. And our stop would have to be somewhere under the profile. The profile low, or Globex low. Let's see, Globex low 20. So we'd have to run a 17 stop. That's 8 points. We run the Globex low 17 is an area that would have to hold. Take it down below 17, it could be at 15. It's a tough one. Let's see. Looking between the 21 and the 20 area. 22 to 24 is where we have marked as the area where they accumulated on a passive basis. So if we put our stop below that at 21, that is below the X period in the Globex low, but not below the Globex low. The Globex low is 20, so we could go 19. That would be a 6-point stop. Yeah, let's stop it at 19. That's our stop. We'll risk to 19. 19. That means Globex has to hold. Globex low. Can undertake it by a quarter or 50, but if it undertakes it by a full point. The one thing that concerns me about that is, stop placement. Stop placement usually takes with a 2-point range underneath the low or the high of any particular day. Within that 2 points, sometimes it's a point, sometimes it's a half a point, sometimes a point and a half, 2 points. Generally though, it's within 2-point range. And that's certainly within my target. And the other thing is the 8-period low today is 22. So there's a chance we're going to break the 22 just to test to see the stops under there. So that gives us a 22 to 20 range. And so from that basis, 19 is reasonable. So we're going to stick with a 19 stop. Hopefully they accumulate here in this 22 to 24 range. I'm not going to get concerned unless it starts to break down under 22.25. If it breaks down under 22.25, then the risk is a little bit higher. But it could test the 8-period low. We're going to pause and put our target up near the point of control, or potentially the other end of value. I think they're hitting the S is a good example here. You can see a lot of the passive orders sitting on the bid. The market couldn't go any further than that area that was accumulated from the 22 to 25 area, and that's where the blue lines are on the chart that we're going to start posting in March, that shows a screen layout of a 5-tick reversal chart, profile chart, tick chart of the New York stock tick, and you can see that area was highlighted. And what you like to see then is them hit the ass, and with a rotating market, we should see this market move to the point of control or the other end of value, which is 29 and 32, 33 respectively. Our target on this trade is the mean at 29, just because we've had winning trades, and why break our streak, make a nice 8-point trade or so. Well, we're coming dangerously close to our stop at 19. We have our close eye on the New York tick chart. We see a general, the regression channel is definitely coming down. Regarding the tick lows, you know, we're making lower highs as the price goes down, so that would tell me, you know, for a time here we were on the wrong side of the trade, but we were looking at the consolidation between 22 and 24 support. Broke beneath that a little bit, hasn't hit our stop, and now the tick chart is showing, you know, a little bit of a higher low. As we were coming down here, there was less selling pressure, yet the selling pressure was still in the 1,000 area. So that should portend a reversal here, and we have a balanced day so far. So we are anticipating a move back toward the mean. Of course, keeping in mind that 17 is an area that we could very well push below, and maybe run 10, 15 points below that area, looking for new business, almost like we did at the break above the top, above the 1370 area, ran, you know, 15, 20 points above and failed, and here we are back in the 20s. So we could see this similar kind of pattern, test the low and then rally. But our 19 stop is sufficient. We're not going to better the position down here. If we do get stopped out, we'll lose 6 points times 2. That'll take a chunk of our profit away, but that's the strategy that we have. And the trade location we have is 25. We almost bettered the position. We did that in January. We had a good month in January. We did suffer some big drawdowns, but we had a generally strong month, and so we wanted to revisit that a little bit this morning. It worked for us this morning. It might very well have worked down here in the 20s with a 5-point spread, and you could have you know, maybe got the 21s and gave back the 25s, kept the 21s, but we still have the 25s. We didn't do that, and our stop's still at 19. The 20 tick was also the Globex low, so we have a double bottom with the Globex low. L period just opened up. Well, we never hit our stop. We are now above our entry. If we would have bettered our position in the 21s, 20 or 21s, that would have worked wonderfully. We would have been out of the 25s, holding the 21s for a 12-point combined gain at this point. So instead of that scenario, we have a 3-point gain, 1.5 point per. So anyway, we're going to stick with the 25s, and our original target was the point of control up at the 29 area, and we're going to keep with that. Here we go, just a couple more ticks and we're done for the day. Then I get to work on the website and update the spreadsheets. And come on, 29 is our target. 28.75, 29, come on, a couple more ticks. A couple more ticks. Oh, every time it gets to our target it stalls. This is a killer. Come on, come on, come on. It's 3:30, the M period just opened up. Of course, we've got cross trade right up here, right below the 29s. Alright, there's 29. We're out 28.75. Couldn't wait for the 29s. There's the 29 in the quarter. So we're out of the market. So we had a good day today. 28.75 was the sell. And I have mixed emotions about bettering the positions. Both times would have worked, but today was a rotating market, and I'm not sure it's worth the risk at this point. I think we're going to just concentrate on our entries, and should have had a better day today. We made a little less than 30 points. I think around 26, 27 points, maybe 28 points when it's all said and done. But we missed the morning trade, and we'll have to make sure we try to catch that in the future. All right, have a good evening.